3 flexible power ports on a single charger. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm looking at this. This is the VOLTME 65 watt 3-port charger, and it's really nice. It's super flexible. As you can see, there's 2 USB-C and a USB-A plug, so you can plug in a lot of different things and charge them simultaneously. But of course, if you only charge a single item at a time, you'll get the maximum wattage. So the top one is actually a maximum of 65 watts, and I actually used it to charge my MacBook Pro. We'll come back to some numbers in a second. The second one is a maximum of 45 watts, but they all are working with Power Delivery 3.0, Quick Charge 3.0, and PPS, which means that when you plug in a device, the device and this charger can negotiate the maximum possible wattage to give you the fastest possible charge. It is a real pleasure to have a third-party charger and plug in something like a Google Pixel phone and have it saying charging rapidly. Mostly you just see charging and it takes a long time. This solves that. So let me tell you what I tested it with and how I found the results. So before we get there, this is gallium nitride. So this is actually GaN3 technology, which means that it has a lot going on in a very small space and it doesn't get super hot. Now, by comparison, look at the size of a typical Apple MacBook Pro charger, right? This is the 87 watt charger, so it's a little bit more wattage, but even their smaller, like 67 watt charger is still that size, whereas this is something you can very easily have in the palm of your hand. And the prongs flip, which is nice. So what I did was I plugged it in, and then I plugged in a variety of different devices to see how fast would it charge. So I'll start with my Pixel 5. This gave it a 40% charge in an hour off of that second power delivery plug. So that's USB-C, and this is also USB-C. So in the world's smallest charging cable world, I can plug it in and it's charging. So super easy to work with. We'll leave that plugged in. And then the next phone I tried is I dug up this ancient Samsung Galaxy J7. You probably never even heard of the J line, but these are kind of low budget devices. And let's see, I gotta find the right cable. It uses micro USB, so much my least favorite connection, but micro USB on one end, USB-C on the other, plug it in, and it's charging, right? So super easy to work with. And then of course, the one that most people probably want to learn more about is I actually have an iPhone 13 Pro. So for this one, I plugged it in and then it's a lightning connector and now it's charging. So how fast did all these charge? Well, the Pixel 5 got a 40% charge in an hour. The Samsung J7 also got a 40% charge in an hour. The Apple iPhone 13 Pro got a 56% charge in an hour, which is pretty darn nice. If you plug them all in, you should be able to get 2 of them to charge at the same rate. I think if you plug in all 3, it might be a little trickier. You will need something like USB-A to USB-C or whatever. But I then said, all right, well, all of those are well and good, but what about with my actual MacBook Pro? So here we have the world's shortest USB-C to USB-C again, and that's all I need to do, and it's charging. So how fast did it charge? I got a 56% charge on my MacBook Pro in an hour, which is great, particularly since it's so small, so affordable, and so easy to carry around. So that worked really well. Now, you wonder, well, how much wattage is it actually delivering? And Apple, in their hardware profile, actually can show you exactly what wattage it's getting. And you can see here, it is getting the full 65 watts. So it's really charging at the maximum possible wattage for this unit. Very nice. Now, I should also mention, let's unplug this. So many plugs, so many adapters. Someday we'll just have one connection. Or probably not. That'll probably never happen. Anyway, so this, like I said, is GaN3 technology, and each generation of gallium nitride is safer and more reliable. This one's really pretty solid. It also protects against overvoltage, overload, overcurrent. It will protect your devices from short circuiting, and it will stop charging them when they're full. So you're not going to get that vampire charge problem. Very nice. Now, dimensions wise, it's 2.3 by 2.1 by 1.2 inches, and it's a little heavier than you might expect. It's 4.5 ounces, so it's not heavy, but you know, certainly compared to the Apple charger, it's a lot lighter, but you might be surprised. This is a nice, solid, well-made unit that looks very professional, and it's, you know, really just has a nice feel to it with the finish that they've used and everything. Really a lot to like. So I am a big fan of having little chargers rather than big chargers, particularly as I travel around. I don't want to carry a lot of chargers. And of course, the other thing about the Apple charger as a single plug, which is like, that's great for its intended purpose of charging my MacBook Pro, but what if I want to charge other stuff maybe at the same time? Crazy, right? So three plugs at the same time. That is so much more convenient. Now, you want to know about the price. I know you do, but before we get there, I'm going to ask if you could subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button on the lower right. We're connected. Great. All right. This is the VOLTME 65-watt 3-port charger, and I have it. I am lucky to get it in white. It seems like white is out of stock, and mostly they're selling black at this time. I'm sure the white will come back if this is your preferred color. I honestly don't care about color. It's just a functional item, but it does come in white or black, and it is $36.99, but there's a 10% coupon right now, dropping the price down to a remarkable $33.29 at Amazon.com. For 33 bucks, this is a no-brainer investment that will let you get rid of all the other chargers in your computer bag, backpack, purse, office desk, whatever. Just leave this plugged in or plug it in when you need it, and you know, as long as you got the right cables, it's going to have all the flexibility you need. And when you're somewhere like an airport and you plug this in and you tell someone who's next to you, oh yeah, just go ahead and tap into my charger too, you can make a lot of friends that way. And it's a nice thing to do. So lots to like, absolutely no negatives. Just get one of these. Get one of these modern gallium nitride chargers. They're fast, they're small, they're super flexible. Really no reason not to have one of these or multiple of these in your stash. So get them, solve them, plug them in, charge your devices. That's all I got. Catch you in my next video.